Hey guys, RB here. Good evening. Just wanted to cover, you know, a small update on SPX and probably other indexes as well. Just kind of sharing my thoughts. Today updated on X that it's time to be a little bit of caution as VIX is heading lower below 15 into critical support of 14.75, right? And indexes for the last I would say a few days have been a little choppier and kind of grinding higher. Nothing bearish yet has just happened, but it looks like a rug bull can come, right? Will it come from 6400, 6410, 6430? We can talk about the levels a little bit, but I think this is an opportunity to kind of reduce your sizes, book profit where you have, and then see what happens next, right? That's all what I'm saying. I'm not being a bear or saying short the market and everything. It's just take caution at this point of time, right? Missing a short is not a bad. It's not bad. It's not a problem as long as we were not trapped into the longs. And once the sell-off begins, or the correction begins, or the pullback begins, whatever it is, right? Then we kind of start looking for new opportunities as they're building up, and look for the levels that we want to step back in. Do we step back in all in one? Probably not, because we want to make sure that the levels that we are looking at are holding up, and if they are not, then at least we have an opportunity to scale in as they proceed to the next level, right? So we'll talk about that as it when it happens, but I'm just going to cover like a very high aspect as of now. For the next couple of days, we are still in the earnings season, right? Our earnings season just started, and we went through Google and Tesla earning. Google did it just fine. Tesla, well, not so much, and we knew going into that there could be a problem with Tesla as we were looking at 331, 335 level, and from the last post that I had, and the breakout, there was no news basically to break out the price from that range so that we can go up to 400, 420, right? So that's how the earning call was, and that's how the earning was. Now, talking about SPX, going back to the previous videos where I talked about, the wave count here, that we are looking at this particular one from, May into the June consolidation as wave 1 and 2, and then we are in a wave 3, right? So simply, if we are looking at the extension numbers, I'm looking at 161% of this move, and that comes to somewhere around 6430. Right, so how it can be measured internally, probably we are looking at something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if this is my 5, this particular leg, and I go into the shorter time frame, then I am looking at something like this happening here, where the wave 1 and 2 was this, and right now I'm in the third, so probably third will push here. If this was 1, 2, 3, 4, probably somewhere here into the 6400 mark, come back down again into 6360, 6365, something like that, and probably do that one more push higher of 6430 if the price is going to stop at 6430, right? And I think it probably would, because I'm looking at a major time frames. We do have some good bearish divergence setting up here. Probably will take more curls down here, right, as it kind of heads up, something like this, and keep doing it, and then eventually lead to a correction, right? So that would be my kind of best guess at this point of time, that this is where things can really get tricky as we are heading up. And if you see from here around 63, 63, and US 500 is right now trading at 63.80, like after hours number, right? So heading into the 6400 tomorrow is highly likely, making that as another a fifth wave up there. And if you're looking at from even shorter count, you can of course count it like this, like, so you have probably a 1 2 or a 1 2 here, and then a 3 4 today, and then a 5 up, right? So this move, and then probably you are on a Monday, you are kind of coming back to this 6361 sort of a level, or 6360 sort of a level, and then pushing up higher through the week. and kind of ending the story there, right? So this is my best guess at this point. I'm not taking very high risk, given if we are gonna top out around here. Just do a scalp here and there. I'm still long the I haven't closed it. Today's sell-off kind of put me back into a little bit lower than my cost, but hopefully with the next pump up, we'll get into that 452 zone, and I'll be exiting that position at that point of time, right? So this is SPX. Let's quickly look into QQQ. QQQ, in my opinion, is a little different than SPX. Again, I mean, it's not that it's going to do much higher or anything like that. If I look into what's been going on in here, right, we are almost into 200% of this particular leg. And if I start measuring, let's see where we come here. If I go like this, we are far behind 161%. But this is where I look at this as a nesting 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 going on, right? So something like this. Let me show you. So that if that was a 1, 2, this was my nested 1, 2, probably my 3 and 4, and then we have the fifth going on into this fifth 570. Probably can do a little bit higher if it can push a little bit higher again. Now, when it comes to looking at this, what's happening here again? Looking at this as fifth wave here, where the wave one started from here to this dip, and then you had a 3, 4, and now you have a fifth going on, and kind of looks to me like an ending diag. You have an overlapping 4 and 1, and again, going back to somewhere into that 570 level, a sell-off can come. Now, when we talk about the sell-off, which is something that we will work into it into the next week, but my assumption here is that once this completes, my sell-off will be back to where this last wave started, somewhere here into the 551 range. And if I go back to SPX, that would be somewhere close to 5200 or a little bit higher. Let's just see. Right now I've marked into a 5200, but it could be somewhere into this level as well, which is not 52, 6200, and 60 to 40, right? So here somewhere in this range, I love this level at 6200. This is where the major bounces came. This is where my last order block is, and my last demand is, right? And from there we can have another big 300 points run later on. But this wave 3 and 4, which I showed here and on QQQ, probably could take a while, right? So we are almost heading into end of July. I would assume that coming down from 6430 to 6200, it's not going to be just straight down. Probably can take at least 3 to 4 weeks. So the whole August can, literally go into this, right? So consider this as like probably the August this month is going to be a little bit on the bearish side before another rally can begin, right? So now when we look into the DIA, yeah, again the same thing. I was not expecting this dip. I was looking at this as 1, 2, and this 3 should have continued coming into 453, 454, but with the sell-off in IBM and Honeywell and UHC or UNH, they were kind of brought back, right? Still, it did not break the 446 breakout area, which it kind of did yesterday, broke out from there and held. So I am looking at still, if this is my wave 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, a sweep above 451, 452, somewhere around that. And why I'm not looking for it to keep going higher and higher is because when I look into where we have made the previous highs here, let's see, at US 30, I think we are gonna get resisted there, right, at the previous highs. And this has not made the new highs. This is still below the early of the year levels, right? So make another high here, and then it can sell off. Where can it sell off? Back to this 43,858 level, and if we go back to DIA, that will come down to somewhere around here again, right? It's 438 level. So the way all of these are setting up, getting into these higher levels, it kind of makes sense for it to kind of cool down a little bit in the month of August, and then probably head higher in the month of September, October, or something like that. So we'll have to figure that out as the sell off starts, that how much it's gonna sell off. Are these levels which I said, like 6240, 6200, or on QQQ, are they gonna hold, or is it something else, right? But this is my initial understanding right now, right? And similarly on IWM, I'm looking at a sweep of this 229.68 level. Again, very similar formation here, that if this was my wave 1 and 2 right here, 1 and 2, probably a 3 and 4 here, and then I'm just looking at fifth one to complete right here, and this could be again another ending diagonal forming here with the last push, and then a sell-off, right? So a very small upside that I'm looking right now, until something changes, until these levels are also broken up and we do not see any reversal, something like that. Until then, like I said, my opinion is to have caution. And like I was saying, that VIX is already testing close to that 14 level. We have a little bit of a bounce here. It's probably a 1, 2, a 3, a little bit 4, 5, right? And like I explained for the indexes, and once we get into this particular level right here, I expect a reversal to come from these lower levels, right? So 14.6 or 14.7, something like that. Uh, a sweep below and then reverse, right? A reverse can be a nice breakout here for the wicks, and this ending wedge right here, and then we look back to getting to back to 22, or in worst case into back into 25, right? So this is my estimation for now for all these indexes. Hope this helps, and good luck to you. Thank you very much.